Landon with Pepper and Pine Garden Design in Little Pine Farm, and today I am up potting my small little babies. These are eggplants. I'll also be doing bell peppers today, from their 3/4 inch soil block into the 2-inch soil block. I had promised I would show how to do this, so I'm going to do a short video showing you the process. Now, if you watched my other video right here, I showed you how we prepared our soil. I showed you how to make your own soil blocking mix, so you can go there to watch all those details. What I want to show you today is I want to show you how to transition from this tray into the 2-inch soil block. Now, both of these are Ladbrook, Ladbrook, a company out of England. And I am really, really liking not only these products, but this system. So just like in the other video, I have my soil in here. I've already done 5 blocks, Kelly, and I'll show you how I do this real quick. First of all, if you have bought this 2-inch soil blocker, I highly, highly recommend that you buy the little micro insert set so that they have the little 3/4 inch impression here that your little seedlings will fit right into. These come separate. They look like this, and you see those little kind of hands coming up from the side. They literally just pop into the bottom there. Rookie mistake, don't try to pop them in when it's depressed like this. Go ahead and press your soil blocker to where the bottom is even with the other sides, and then if you have a little bit of muscle behind it, it's not that hard. I'm making it look difficult. Pop it in, pop, and there they are. So what'll happen is when you do your soil blocks, you'll have this depression that your little seedlings will fit perfect into. The other trick is you want to make sure you have all your soil kind of pushed up to where at least 2 to 3 inches of soil that you'll push down into. Now, this thing was full a few minutes ago. I've already done 5 sets. So I'm mashing all of this up here so that when I push this soil blocker down, there's plenty of soil here to fill up that 2-inch. These are much easier to handle than the smaller ones that you have to do with your one hand. I actually like handling these better. But you're literally just gonna push down and muscle it and turn it and just make sure that those blocks are completely full. I find that these fill really easily. And then I just use my little scraper here to kind of even out the base and push it in. I might put a little bit more here just so it's all even. Scrape off the sides. So I have a nice clean tray, and then you would just push it right into the tray. These are my Bootstrap Farmer trays that have the mesh bottom. I like that. Oh, I have another mesh bottom. Ooh, I'm glad I noticed that. This actually should be a solid bottom tray like this. There we go. I'm glad I saw that. That would have been a mess. Which explains why my table's wet. There we go. Okay. Then you just push down on the handle, and then you lift on this handle, and there you go, a beautiful block of soil. You can see the indentations here, and now I'll show you how to put these little guys into it. Now, a lot of my soil blocks have kept their form better than these have, but that's okay because their root systems are really going to hold them into place. I can really just pull this whole thing up like this, and they stick together because their roots have grown together on the bottom. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull one off. See, it still has its square form. There's the roots. And I'm just gonna stick it right down into the soil. You wanna make sure your soil is nice and wet so it receives that, like so. I also need to pay attention that I'm putting the same variety of eggplants into the right spots. So these are my Casper white eggplant. Try to get the majority of the roots into that little spot, and I'm just gonna push, just like if I would if I was outside transplanting. I'm gonna push that soil right around the stem of the plant to make sure it's secure, and I might have to move the soil a little bit. This honestly probably could have been a little bit wetter. Just like that. We'll do one more. This one's ready to go. Just pop it right into that hole. Push it, secure it, and there you go. So I'm gonna finish these up. I've got about 20 of each variety, so I'm gonna fit about 2 varieties on each tray. So it's great to start off with these little ones. While they're little, it takes up so much less space. Then you can transfer them into these bigger trays when they need a bigger space to go into. And I'm only doing this with my tomatoes, my peppers, my eggplants, and eventually my cucurbits, which are the bigger seeds, and some of my peas. Otherwise, most of these trays that they look like this are going straight to the garden with my cool season things. I'm not even up potting them into these 2-inch soil blockers. Just the ones that stay in my house longer that are the warm season plants. And it's really that simple. I'm loving the system. It's super easy, super clean, and really takes up like half the space, if not a third of the space that I used to when I used all my pots. So that's it. I'll continue to keep you updated on how this process goes, but so far I'm loving it, and I'm excited to get all these guys transplanted today. Thanks so much. Landon Gilfillan at Pepper and Pine Garden Design, growing gardeners and their gardens. We'll see you in the next video.